From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. We are tracking rain and snow across the region for this morning. One little area over the Blues, the other area starting to get into the lower Columbia Basin, but mainly in Kittitas and Yakima County. Snow levels around 1,000 to 1,500 feet for this morning, so we are seeing some snow likely in the Kittitas Valley, maybe even some making it down to the valley floor of the upper Yakima Valley as well. Now, in terms of it sticking for the valleys, that's a bit of a sticky situation right now as the temperatures are just above freezing, but we'll see if they trend below freezing for a little bit later this morning. We're in the 30s and 40s for the basin, 40s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. Visibility is a concern mainly up towards Snoqualmie Pass, as you would expect. The rest of us seeing okay visibility. Doesn't look like fog is that big of a factor for now. So here's the bottom line for the forecast. We'll have chances for mountain and valley snow for today and also for tomorrow. Another storm system with much less snow on a Wednesday and Thursday, much higher snow levels and maybe more wet weather into this week. And I'll tell you about all this coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, reports of a protection order violation results in a SWAT standoff at a home in Kennewick. We have the latest on the incident that many agencies responded to. And severe weather across much of the country. We're talking rain and snow, plus new video showing the havoc caused by a tornado in San Francisco. That's just ahead in this hour. Also getting in the holiday spirit, a local play that's highlighting the true meaning of family. Our Monique Ledesma takes us behind the curtains. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, December 16th. I hope you all had a great weekend. We're going to get right into your top stories, starting off with the follow-up. The Kennewick Police Department is investigating after a standoff from Friday. Investigators say officers were called to the 2800 block of South Hartford for reports of an order violation. This is just off of South Jean Street and West 29th Place. KPD says the victim was safe, but the man refused to come out of the home. That caused units from Richland, Pasco, the Benton County Sheriff's Office, Tri-City Regional SWAT, and the Regional Richland Bomb Squad to respond. The man surrendered after more than 4 hours, and he was taken to jail. And the Kennewick Police Department is looking for 30-year-old Joel Oblea. Authorities say Oblea attacked a woman with a knife and then ran away from the scene. This was at the 1300 block of West 10th Avenue on Saturday night. We're told the woman is expected to be okay, but officers say Oblea is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, do not approach him, but call KPD at the number on your screen. That's 509-628-0333. And the Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office is asking for information on an ongoing sexual assault investigation. On December 6th, Andrew Sutherland was arrested on charges of rape of a child and child molestation. Authorities say these cases are several years old, but they are asking for people to come forward if they have information on the assaults relating to Sutherland. If you do, please contact Detective Dan Teal at the number on your screen. In fire news this morning, the Grant County Sheriff's Office is looking into a man that was found dead after a house fire. Authorities say a neighbor went to check on the man at his home in the unincorporated Moses Lake area. This is off of Blue Goose Road Northeast, and the neighbor reported to authorities they found the man dead just inside the front entrance of the home, and there was fire damage inside. Investigators say the man may have died after being overcome by smoke. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And we are learning more about the fire at Lakeside Apartments from last week in Kennewick. The fire damaged 2 of the 10 apartments in the building, while a third unit has water damage. There were no reports of injuries, and all pets were accounted for. While the fire was initially reported as a chimney fire, the exact cause is still under investigation. And the blaze was first reported on the 5100 block of Clearwater Avenue. Officers reported seeing smoke coming from Building G. They were first on scene helping people get out of the building, and the fire was under control within a half hour. No word yet on damage costs. Looking at local events this morning, a theater in the Tri-Cities is letting the show begin. And in true holiday fashion, it's a good old-fashioned Christmas play. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma takes us behind the curtains of what it's like to be a local director and an actor.
Carolyn Parker, the director of the play A Good Old-Fashioned Big Family Christmas, says one of her favorite parts of creating this live show is people of all ages will have the opportunity to be able to enjoy the show.
I'm hoping that what it does is everybody sees a little bit of themselves in it, or a little bit of their own families in it, and that it brings good memories to them. You know, nostalgia, that's always the thing. That's why I wanted to do this play.
Parker says one of the magical things about being able to direct the play is seeing everything click.
You know, as a director, developing those characters so that the actors feel that person themselves, you know, and they give their best performance to entertain an audience.
When it comes time to take center stage, it takes more than memorizing your lines.
The rehearsal process where you're working with the other actors and with your cast and crew, you know, working on the blocking, where you're supposed to be on stage, working on the dynamics with the other actors. And then there's a lot of work at home. That's where you're memorizing your lines and you're working on your character development, really trying to decide what your character would be doing at that particular moment on stage.
It fills my heart, especially opening night, and I see them on the stage and then people start laughing, and it's almost like, I don't know how else to describe it, as this, I gave birth to this. I mean, that's not really the way to put it, but it fills my heart with joy to watch them up there on stage after working so hard, and they're enjoying themselves and the audience is responding well to it.
While creating A Good Old-Fashioned Big Family Christmas, the actors found a family within themselves after months of preparation.
Look, why don't you go up to Phoebe's room and watch her TV?
Great. It's a big cast, but the cast has gone along so well and just created so many fond memories. And so even though, you know, none of us are related actually in the cast, I do feel like there is an actual like sort of family dynamic between us, and I feel that that really translates onto the stage.
You can watch this drama comedy play this weekend and next weekend at the Richland Players Theater. Reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
And you can purchase tickets at the box office or online at richlandplayers.org. Adult tickets are $20 and students and seniors tickets are $17. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, severe weather hitting much of the United States. We have a breakdown on the snow and rain, plus video of the destruction from a tornado in California. But first, looking at our weather more locally, Josh will have your weather conditions for today, and that's in his first alert weather forecast right after the break.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride to clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Hi, I'm Pastor Steve Winery from Calvary Chapel Tri-Cities. Christmas is coming up, and we're going to have a Christmas Eve service in our outdoor amphitheater. There'll be bonfires, candle lighting, Christmas caroling. It's going to be a family service, and we'd love to have you join us. If you do come, bring a chair and a blanket. If you don't want to brave the weather, we'll have an inside option with live streaming available. Hope to see you there.
Step into the Prosser House, where great food meets comfortable atmosphere. We invite you to relax in our cozy space. From classic dishes to chef-inspired creations, and now we're raising the bar, literally. With our newly renovated bar, we're serving up crafted cocktails, your favorite local brews, and award-winning wines. Plus, we're proud to announce that the Prosser House is your restaurant showdown champion. Special night out or just a break from cooking, experience the award-winning difference at the Prosser House.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
Admit it, it's not easy parenting during the holidays. If only...
You know what would be great? A parenting playbook to help moms get through the holidays and actually have some fun. Oh, wait, that's exactly what we're doing on GMA.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have winter weather advisories that have been posted for the eastern slopes of the Cascades until 4 p.m. this afternoon, and for the Blue Mountains above 4,000 feet, that goes until 10 p.m. for this evening. We'll show you more about the amount of rain and snow we're expecting from the storm system coming up a little bit later in the show, but I wanted to show you what our passes look like this morning. Already slushy at Snoqualmie Pass. Traction tires are advised, and then we'll take it down to White Pass at US 12. Packed snow, traction tires are required here, and then for Manistash Ridge in between Ellensburg and Yakima, it's slushy. Traction tires are advised. They're not required, but they are certainly advised. And then for I-84 at Cabbage Hill, it's slushy. You have to carry chains. And then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, packed snow, and you do have to have chains if you're towing between milepost 10 and milepost 30. Here's your day planner for today. By 7 this morning, could have some snow in the valleys. It's just going to be a cold rain for the basin and foothills. Should mostly transition back to rain, at least for the Yakima Valley. Should stay as rain for the lower Columbia Basin and for the foothills. And then come time for 4 p.m., drier across the map. Looks like the snow is going to wind down in the Kittitas Valley. So in general, for today, it's going to be cold, but it's going to be seasonal. Winds gusting out of the south and east between 20 to 25 miles per hour for the Blues and the foothills, and also for the Cascades. And then for tonight, wet weather is going to start to ramp back up. The wind still gusting out of the south between 20 to 25 miles per hour for the Blues and for the foothills. And all of this out. And again, I'll tell you about how much rain and snow we're expecting from the storm system. And that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your national headlines this morning, a new video is showing the destruction from a rare tornado near San Francisco. This comes as rain, snow, and frigid temperatures are marching across much of the country. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more.
This morning, a slick commute is expected in parts of the Northeast with light snow and freezing rain. But it won't be as severe as this weekend's deep freeze in the Midwest. In Iowa, wind chills getting down to -6 degrees. Freezing rain leaving everything encased in a thick layer of ice, including roads. In California, more than a foot of snow burying I-80, leaving cars stranded outside of Lake Tahoe and closer to the coast.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no.
A chaotic scene caught on camera as a rare tornado touched down near Santa Cruz over the weekend.
You can see the traffic lights just leave the poles.
An EF1 twister bringing 90-mile-per-hour winds, flipping cars, snapping power lines, and injuring several people.
One was seriously injured, but nobody died. And that is the most important factor in this event.
The storm system triggering the first ever tornado warning in San Francisco. It comes as Southern California braces for yet another bout of warm, dry Santa Ana winds. Wet weather over the weekend helped firefighters as they battled the nearly week-old fire in Malibu, which is nearly halfway contained. But when the winds pick up on Tuesday, so will the threat of new fires.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, more companies are steering away from traditional deodorants and creating more creams and wipes. But do these work better? We have that answer coming up in your Consumer Reports after the break.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222. Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Pasco, and Hermiston. It's time to start thinking of gifts for your friends and family. Smoke City for Less has all kinds of great ideas, like favorite character bags, trays, accessories, candles, and incense. And if your loved one is hard to shop for, get them a gift card so they can get what they want. Lowest prices and the largest selection of vape mods and the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Check them out this season. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Chase knows how to put the heart in your local community. Evan, you helping them with savings, right? Somebody just got their first debit card. Ice cream on you? Your money is a part of your community, so your bank should be too, like Chase.
Our pre-owned customers are anybody and everybody that needs a vehicle.
McCurry's been around so long. A lot of people bought their cars here, and then their kids bought their cars here. Our customers are somebody that wants to be able to come back to us after they buy that car for whatever reason.
We make sure that every vehicle that's coming through our shop has been thoroughly tested and checked.
It matters a lot. I see these cars all around. It's just a peace of mind that comes with knowing that we've been here so long and we'll continue to be here.
McCurley has a lot of master technicians. We have some that have been with their brands for 30 plus years, and McCurley just as long. We are going to be sharing the roads with these vehicles, which is one of the reasons we do take so much effort in making sure that they're going to be drivable for a long period of time.
So it's your daily journey. And so it's a lot more than just purchasing or something or a quick transaction. It's everything to people nowadays is what their car means to them. We're going to be here tomorrow to help you with whatever's on their car. Buying pre-owned with McCurley means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
It's the 3-degree guarantee from Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather and Legends Casino Hotel. When Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth gets the high within 3 degrees, $25 is put in the jackpot. If he misses, someone wins. From Legends Casino Hotel and Apple Valley News Now.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
A festive flight on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have snow this morning in the Cascades, Kittitas Valley, Upper Yakima Valley, and Blues, but rain for the lower elevations. We'll transition back to rain in the Upper Yakima Valley by the late morning, turning drier after lunchtime. And then for tonight, maybe a stretch of freezing rain in the early evening for the Upper Yakima Valley, but wet weather picks up again by the late evening. Snow for the Cascades, Blues, and Kittitas Valley, transitioning back to snow in the Upper Yakima Valley after midnight. Then for tomorrow, eventually transitioning back to rain in the Kittitas Valley and Upper Yakima Valley by the early to mid-morning, transitioning to rain even for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill by the late morning to early afternoon. We'll have steady wet weather all throughout the day. And then for tomorrow night, lower elevations in the Blues start to trend much drier into the late evening, but rain stays pretty steady in the Cascades, and snow levels are going to soar up to around 7,500 feet overnight and into Wednesday morning. Let's show you some of the snowfall totals we're expecting for both Monday and Tuesday, subject to change, but we're thinking anywhere between 4 to 6 inches for our Cascade passes, 1 to 2 inches for the Kittitas Valley, but probably less than an inch for most of the Yakima Valley. No snow for the lower Columbia Basin, no snow for the Blue Foothills, and anywhere between 1 to 4 inches for these passes up in the Blue Mountains. Here's some of the water totals that we're expecting for Monday and Tuesday, anywhere between 1/4 to 1/2 inch of water for the Basin and Blue Foothills, anywhere between 1/2 to 3/4 for the valleys, and between 1 inch to 2 inches for the mountains. So this is going to be a pretty wet storm system. Then we have a follow-up storm system for Wednesday and Thursday. Look how much snowfall we're expecting from this one. Whole lot of nada, as snow levels are going to be way up there, between 4,000 to 7,500 feet. Overall, this is looking like a drier storm system as well. Less than 1/10 of an inch of water for the valleys, Basin, and Foothills. Between 1/10 to 1/4 for the Blues. Between 1/2 to 3/4 for the Cascades. We're looking a little bit drier as we head into Friday and Saturday, and then there's another storm system that we're tracking into Sunday. It's too early to say anything definitive about that one. Look at this. Temperatures shooting up for Wednesday, but more seasonal stuff after that. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Leftover showers for Wednesday, dry and overcast for Thursday and Friday. Wet weather picks up again this weekend. In Yakima, a 50-50 shot of showers left over for Wednesday, mostly dry Thursday and Friday. Showers creep back into the picture Saturday and especially Sunday. In Ellensburg, breezy with showers likely Wednesday, few showers for Thursday through Saturday, turning wetter by Sunday. For Hermiston, much drier by Wednesday, dry, cold, and overcast Thursday and Friday, trending wetter again this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, breezy with showers likely Wednesday, mostly dry Thursday through Saturday, but the wet weather ramps back up by Sunday.
Thank you, Josh. Now, today we're looking deeper into antiperspirants. We're used to underarm deodorant, but now there's a new category. They're deodorant creams and wipes. But do they work, and do you even need them? Consumer Reports sniffs out the truth so you can decide if they're worth your money.
Consumer Reports reporter Jothyra Rodriguez is not afraid to admit she's a sweater.
I'm a stress sweater, a spicy food sweater, an exercise sweater, and sometimes even an angry sweater.
So after talking with a dermatologist, Jothyra worked with the Consumer Reports team to try and report on 3 sweat-proofing products. First up in her home trial was Lume Whole Body Deodorant plus Sweat Control Smooth Cream.
Rubbing cream on my underarms every night before bed felt so wrong compared with the usual process of rubbing a solid deodorant stick on my underarms. But it was simple. I applied a pea-sized amount daily. The cream dried quickly, so I didn't have to wait before I could get dressed.
Jothyra says the results were impressive. No skin irritation.
During my twice-weekly runs, my underarms remained totally dry throughout the 3-mile loop. And I noticed the 0 odor post-run too. I had a bit of sweating after a particularly stressful morning phone call, but besides the stress sweat, I remained totally dry the entire week.
The next week, she tried Sweatblock Max Clinical Antiperspirant Wipes to one armpit and DuraDry PM Sweat Minimizing Gel to the other.
The first thing I noticed about the Sweatblock wipes was their smell immediately after opening the packaging. The company describes it as a subtle, sweet clove smell, but I thought it was unpleasant. The DuraDry gel had no smell and dried clear each of the 3 nights I applied it.
Jothyra reports the second week was as dry as the first. She noticed minimal sweat and 0 odor.
2 weeks I spent using these products were the 2 least sweaty weeks of my adult life. They weren't totally sweat blocking, but I've actually decided to switch my antiperspirant stick for whole body deodorant.
You might be wondering if there's a risk of overheating while using these products. Experts say it's important to let your body sweat, especially during exercise or hot weather. But as long as these products are used as directed, they should be okay for most people. This is Ashley Prieto.
Now, these 3 products cost under $30 each, and you can buy them at drugstores or online. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, rapper Ludacris was trying to stay incognito while reporting for jury duty in Atlanta, but he almost blew his own cover. We have that hilarious story coming up in your entertainment news in just a few minutes.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2025 Benton Franklin Fair, August 19th through the 23rd. For just $30, get a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal. That's a $15 savings. Available now through Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the Fair box office in Pasco. Supplies are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers, try the Mount Adams, or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Merry Christmas from Griggs and Ace. In 1939, my great-grandparents opened Griggs to provide Tri-Cityans with products they want at great prices. And we continue to do that today at our 4 stores and online at griggsonline.com. So at Christmas, we like to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to serve you for over 85 years. Thank you to our great employees, past and present. We want to wish you all a blessed holiday season. And from the Grigg family, thank you for shopping with us. Merry Christmas.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, this next story is pretty ludicrous. So rapper Ludacris was trying to stay incognito while reporting to jury duty in Atlanta last week.
But his cover nearly got blown.
He posted a video on social media about how he was dismissed from jury duty.
Ludacris, whose real name is Christopher Bridges, I didn't know that, Ludacris, I get it, but was dressed in a hoodie, sunglasses, and face mask. He laughed that no one knows who he is.
And he's talking to this woman, and she's walking with him, and then she tells him that he looks like Ludacris after he says that nobody recognizes me. So he jokes that he wishes he was, so he wouldn't have to be there reporting for jury duty.
Bridges even jokes he should join a Ludacris look-alike contest, try and win some money.
Oh, it's
I think he'd win.
Yeah. Well, in more entertainment news, actor and comedian Jamie Foxx releases a statement after he was injured during an altercation at a Beverly Hills restaurant.
He wrote on social media, quote, "The devil is busy, but I'm too blessed to be stressed."
Amen to that. So during a birthday dinner Friday night, a spokesperson said someone from another table threw a glass that hit him in the mouth.
Man, he had to get stitches and is recovering. Police were called to the restaurant, but no arrests were made.
Fox thanked his supporters for their prayers in the social media post and also plugged his new Netflix comedy special. And in that, he talks about the health issues that he experienced last year. So he's had a rough year. Well, now to another celebrity that also got hit in the face. I don't know what's going on with people, but singer Billie Eilish had a scare over the weekend when she was hit by an object during a concert.
Eilish was performing her hit song, "What Was I Made For?" in Arizona when it happened. When it appeared, some type of jewelry was thrown at her.
Well, she was not made for people to throw things at her, so the singer stopped briefly to toss the item, but then she continued to sing, and she did not comment on this incident.
Last year, she told a news outlet that she had been hit by objects for years, but understood it was typically out of love from her fans. I think there are much better ways to express love.
That is not love. And this is a trend. There are so many celebrities that are getting like objects thrown at them during concerts. And I don't know who started this. And like I've seen people throw their phones so that the celebrity can like make a little video, but this is not the way to do it.
Don't throw anything on the stage.
That's so
what are you
mean.
thinking?
I know, you're a fan. You're there to see them. Don't hurt them.
Come on.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, an elderly woman from Washington thought she was talking to a popular TV host. She even flew out to California to meet him, but family intervened and found out that it was a catfish scam. We have that story in your next half hour, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, YouTube TV is reportedly offering some users a price lock before its subscription rate goes up next month. The fee is jumping $10 to $82.99 per month, but some subscribers trying to cancel are being given an option to keep the current rate for 6 months. Next, Apple is reportedly working on a redesign of its Magic Mouse. The mouse's current design has frustrated users because the mouse isn't usable when it's charging. Reports say the new mouse would move the charging port to prevent that issue. Finally, Airbnb is trying to stop unauthorized New Year's parties at its properties. It says anti-party technology will block bookings based on several criteria, including length of stay and how far a listing is from a user's location. It's being deployed in the U.S. and 6 other countries. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
No peeking.
Okay.
Open. Over 600,000 USPS employees working in sync to ensure everything sent on its holiday ride ends with a moment of joy. The United States Postal Service.
Many remedies you take for chest congestion only mask the symptoms. You're gonna love this property.
Try this.
Mucinex 12-Hour treats the mucus that causes chest congestion for all-day relief. Mucinex in, mucus out. Treat the cause.
My hair was thinning all around my hairline.
My dermatologist recommended Nutrafol. It's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
My hair is longer, thicker.
Nutrafol is life-changing for me.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, tell everybody at home what this 3-degree guarantee is first, and then let's talk about what you predicted the temperature high would be for Friday.
Yeah, so quick crash course. I make the forecast each morning. If the forecast high, or excuse me, if the actual high verifies within 3 degrees to either side of the forecast high, the jackpot grows by $25. Right. This is sponsored by friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. So I predicted 38 degrees for Pasco on Friday. It verified at 39. So the jackpot grew to $75, which means that for today, well, my forecast high temperature for Pasco is going to be 43 degrees. So if the actual high temperature verifies within 40 to 46 degrees, this jackpot is going to grow to $100. Now, if I get my forecast wrong, this jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win this by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on contest, or you could scan the QR code, and that is on your screen. Okay, on to the weather as we are seeing rain and snow across the map for this morning. A little bit drier for the basin, but the basin is about to start to fill back in with some rain. We're going to keep it as just rain for the basin and foothills for today, but the potential, we've already seen some snow in the Kittitas Valley, might already be seeing that in the Yakima Valley, and of course in the Blues and the Cascades we are tracking snow. Temperatures this morning right around freezing, but a little bit above freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So for now, that might curb the amount of snow that actually accumulates, but we'll continue to track these temperatures very closely. Obviously above freezing where it's just a cold rain in the lower Columbia Basin and also in the Blue Foothills. We're in the low 40s this morning in the Blue Foothills. Visibility is being impacted up towards Snoqualmie past terrible visibility. Looks like that's starting to drift down into the Kittitas Valley as well. But for the rest of us, visibility not that big of an issue. It's something else we're going to track throughout the rest of this morning. Here is your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities. You're almost certainly going to need it before lunchtime. After that, we get a bit of a break, but then for tonight, rain chances start to go back up as we're tracking another round of rain and snow. So for today, it's going to be a cold one. Seasonal temperatures drier into the afternoon, but I'll take you on that zone by zone forecast for today, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, police in Northern California are investigating after an elderly woman in Washington was scammed. The woman from Marysville paid out tens of thousands of dollars to a person who she thought was a popular cable TV anchor. Eric Wilkinson has the story.
We want to vomit.
I mean, it's pretty disgusting.
The Taylor family is sickened by the scam their mother's been dragged into that's turned the family inside out. Their 73-year-old mom, Patricia, is a big fan of cable news.
Not a strong case, although...
She's such a fan of MSNBC's Ari Melber that she messaged him on Facebook, or thought she did. It turned out to be a fake profile, and the craziness starts from there.
You don't want to be with me anymore.
The fake Ari started texting Patricia.
Get a $500 Apple gift card.
Asking her to send money and gift cards to treat his sick dog, Penny.
My mom is asking, hey, you're on TV. Don't you have money? It's for Penny. Please don't let Penny die.
How deep into this is she now?
At least $20,000.
But the scam doesn't stop there. The family says over the past 4 months, the scammer convinced Patricia they were in love and going to be married. He even sent a ring.
We find the ring. It's a $30 ring.
When Patricia got suspicious, the scammer doubled down.
When did Ari Melber turn into a scammer?
Followed by an AI-generated message using fake Ari's voice.
You're reading my messages and not responding. I'll never do that to you.
Have you found someone else?
On Monday, Patricia boarded a plane from SeaTac to New York City to meet her mystery man. Fortunately, a relative intercepted her during a layover in Portland and brought her home. What do you fear might actually have happened if she got to New York?
I believe they would have asked for some type of ransom for her, that we have your mom, see how much money they could get out of us.
All this despite 2 interventions with Patricia, who worked at both Boeing and the University of Washington for decades.
How did she fall for this? How did she not see what was going on?
The Taylors fear their mom might try to meet up with a scammer again. They just want some way out of this mess.
We just want our mom back.
MSNBC has confirmed the real Ari Melber has no connection to the scammer. Meanwhile, scams like this, especially ones targeting the elderly, happen all too often. The FBI says last year, more than 101,000 people 60 years and older reported getting scammed, and that's a 14% increase from the previous year. We turn now to a follow-up on the negotiations between the Hanford Guard Union and Hanford Mission Integration Solutions. We're learning the two have stalled for the moment. To recap, HMIS locked out the Hanford patrol workers the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and since then, negotiations have continued to take place, and they've even brought in a federal mediator. A union representative tells us they don't expect to get back to negotiations for a few weeks.
The rumor is they're not going to talk to us for a couple weeks, but we don't know how that is negotiating in good faith. You know, if they're unwilling to talk or even lock us out. It's a tough situation. Nobody wants to go through this, but we feel that what we're fighting for is just and right, and the guys are standing strong. The attitudes are still pretty positive.
Now, HMIS sent us a statement in response, and it says, quote, HMIS has continued to negotiate in good faith. In fact, the two parties agree on 24 of the 28 sections of the contract. 2 of the remaining issues include medical autonomy and concerns about the federal Human Reliability Program. They went on to say, quote, HMIS has made concessions during negotiations, and the offer we provided on December 5th was our best and final offer, which was not only fair and reasonable, but extremely competitive, end quote. Now, this is a developing story, and we'll update you when negotiations start back up. Turning to education news, the Kennewick School District's current superintendent, Dr. Tracy Pierce, is set to retire next year on June 30th, and the district is currently conducting a search for her replacement. The board of directors will be doing preliminary interviews January 28th, 29th, and 30th if needed. They're looking for individuals to take part in an interview observer panel. This is to observe the interviews and provide feedback to the board. Also, the board is seeking 10 parents or community members, 10 staff members, and 3 community partner organizations to also take part in this observer panel. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we told you earlier about the dangers that elders face when online, and kids face these dangers too. Now, this is leading the federal government to pass a bill that helps protect the youth from online threats. And we have that story in just a few minutes.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack, now on sourdough.
Welcome to Talking About. For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Winter is here, and your snow clearing game needs to be strong. Don't let Old Man Winter slow you down. Get your snowblower ready for the season with our snowblower tune-up. But hurry, this deal melts away on December 20th. And don't forget your lawnmower. Our Ride-On Deluxe service is just $299.99. Includes parts, pickup, and delivery. Get your mower ready for a smooth start in 2025. Come see us in West Richland or visit us online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
Is your home in need of a remodel? Then transform your living space with help from Costless Carpet.
Have you heard about Costless Carpet's new Rhino SPC? It's changing the
flooring industry. Durable, waterproof, with amazing looks that are blowing our customers away. Rhino SPC has 20 and 30 mil wear layers, making it more durable and easy to install. Costless Carpet stocks over 25 different visuals and has wide plank woods and 12 by 24 tile designs too. To find your nearest store, visit costlesscarpet.com.
Join in the fun at Country Mercantile's Holly Jolly Festival in December at our Richland location. Bring the whole family for holiday activities on Saturdays and Sundays, December 7th through 22nd, starting at 12 p.m. Enjoy cookie decorating, crafts, pictures with Santa, and train rides. Shop our unique gift store and discover an array of scrumptious food products and gifts, including gift boxes and baskets filled with goodies, perfect for the season. Visit our website for more information at countrymercantile.com.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
You're craving tacos. Not just tacos, birria tacos. Actually, birria tiny tacos. Sauced and loaded and served with my new birria-flavored buttermilk ranch. You won't find all this at that other taco joint. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
ABC's Monday night menu is looking tasty. Caleb Williams' Monday night debut. Yes, chef. Minnie's gotta let Jay Jets cook. Sprinkle in some post-seasoning. And baby, that's a whole meal. ABC's Monday night menu is looking tasty. Caleb Williams' Monday night debut. Yes, chef. Minnie's gotta let Jay Jets cook. Sprinkle in some post-seasoning. And baby, that's a whole meal.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's take you on a tour of today's forecast. Starting off in Kittitas County, it's going to be another cold one. We'll have temperatures in the 30s, and we'll have a decent chance for snow today in the Kittitas Valley, especially before lunchtime. Snow all throughout the day in the Cascades. Winds breezy in the Cascades, gusting out of the south and east upwards of 25 miles per hour. Wind should stay mostly light in the Yakima Valley. If we did have snow this morning in the valley, it would be in the upper valley. The lower valley will just keep it as a cold rain. Today's highs are going to end up in the mid to upper 30s. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, low to mid 40s for the most part. We could struggle to make it up to 40 for Mesa and Connell, but low to mid 40s in general. Should just be a cold rain here as well. The same thing for the foothills, where we'll also be in the low to mid 40s, but expecting snow all throughout the day, especially before lunchtime in the Blue Mountains. And the winds will be breezy for both the foothills and the Blues. Winds gusting out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour. Okay, now let's talk about what we're anticipating in terms of our water numbers improving from the storm system. So here's what we're anticipating heading into the storm system. Here's what we're anticipating on the backside of this storm system in terms of seasonal rainfall deficits and surpluses as of October 1st. We're going to get some big time improvements across the board, about a 25% improvement for the Kittitas Valley, flipping to a surplus, about a 30% improvement for the Yakima Valley, 20% improvement for the lower Columbia Basin, a little bit less for Hermiston, and we're still going to be in a deficit for Walla Walla, but definitely making some gains there. And I'll put numbers to this, how much rain and how much snow we're expecting from the storm system, coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, much of the world is glued to the online world, and that includes children and teenagers. And in Washington, members of both political parties are pushing to pass a bill that aims to protect kids from potential threats. But so far, things are at a standstill. John Loring has more.
Nearly half of all U.S. teenagers admit they're online constantly, according to a recent Pew Research Center survey.
It's about saving children's lives, and this needs to happen now.
Mary Rohde's teenage son Riley took his own life in 2021 after falling victim to an online blackmail scam. She's calling on lawmakers to advance the Kids Online Safety Act.
By passing KOSA, members of Congress can leave an enduring legacy of protection and accountability. That is what they are there for.
The Kids Online Safety Act mandates platforms to have safeguards in place for minors, including restricting access to their personal data and parental tools.
We need to have protections.
in the virtual space for children, just like we have in the physical space. And kids are dying.
The bill overwhelmingly passed through the Senate in July and advanced through the House Energy and Commerce Committee. However,
it needs a little more tweaking, and we'll do that. I think we can do it early next year and get that achievement done, and I'm grateful for all the hard work that's been done on it.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says the legislation is dead for now.
The Speaker is virtually alone in the United States Congress. Republicans in the House and the Senate favor it. Democrats in the House and the Senate strongly support it.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Elon Musk, the owner of X, and the company's CEO, Linda Yaccarino, have both voiced support for KOSA, and some big tech companies, including Meta and Google, have lobbied against it. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a former OpenAI employee had alleged the company violated a copyright law while developing its popular online chatbot, ChatGPT. But then the employee was found dead in his apartment. We have the story and more coming up in your morning sprint. But first, our chief meteorologist, Josh Colbreth, will have your full weather forecast.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Once, this table belonged to you. But when you decided to donate it to Goodwill, it transformed into their table, supporting before-school gatherings, cherished family dinners, and creative crafting sessions. Its impact stretches even beyond. Goodwill utilizes the proceeds from its sales to assist local individuals in overcoming employment hurdles, providing training and job placement services not only for individuals, but also for local businesses. And that's how one table can support the opportunity for everyone to create their own stories and memories. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely.
There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6-powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months, or get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue.
This holiday season, elevate your gift giving with a Christmas basket from the Country Mercantile. Thoughtfully curated with gourmet chocolates, artisan treats, and handcrafted delights, each basket is a celebration of quality and care. Perfect for family, friends, or colleagues, these baskets make a timeless statement of appreciation. Browse our gift shop for fun and unique gifts. Shop online and have it shipped or visit our store. The Country Mercantile, where holiday traditions are made.
Are you ready to step up and save lives? Umatilla County Fire District No. 1 is calling on firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics to join our team. Experience the thrill of the front lines, excellent pay and benefits, and great opportunities for advancement. With every emergency, you'll make a difference and become a hero in the community. Don't just work a job, embrace a mission. Umatilla County Fire District No. 1. Apply now at ucfd1.org and join our team. We're looking for heroes like you.
We all have that friend with amazing skin. Don't just envy her. Get glowing skin of your own with a professional facial, customized just for you. Massage Envy, where better skin begins. Give the gift of me time this year with a gift card.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have snow this morning in the Cascades, Kittitas Valley, Upper Yakima Valley, and Blues. Rain for the lower elevations. It'll transition back to rain in the Upper Yakima Valley by the late morning, turning drier overall after lunchtime. Then for tonight, maybe a stretch of freezing rain in the early evening for the Upper Yakima Valley. And wet weather will pick up again by the late evening. Snow for the Cascades, Blues, and Kittitas Valley, transitioning back to snow in the Upper Yakima Valley after midnight. Then for tomorrow, eventually transitioning back to rain again in the Kittitas Valley and upper Yakima Valley by the early to mid-morning, transitioning to rain even for Snoqualmie Pass and Cabbage Hill by the late morning to early afternoon. Steady wet weather throughout the day. And then for tomorrow night, lower elevations and the blues start to trend much drier into the late evening. Rain stays pretty steady in the Cascades with snow levels soaring up to around 7,500 feet overnight and into Wednesday morning. What does all this mean? Well, in terms of snowfall estimates for Monday and Tuesday, we're thinking 4 to 6 inches for our Cascade Passes, probably less than 2 inches for both the Kittitas Valley and Yakima Valley. No snow for the lower Columbia Basin, no snow for the Blue Foothills, and anywhere between 1 to 4 inches for some of these Blue Mountain Passes. In terms of water totals for Monday and Tuesday, we're thinking between 1/4 to 1/2 inch of water for the Basin and Foothills, between 1/2 to 3/4 for the valleys, and between 1 to 2 inches for the mountains. And then for Wednesday and Thursday, look at how much snow we're expecting from this storm system. Whole lot of nothing, as snow levels are going to surge up between 4,000 to 7,500 feet. And overall, this is looking like a drier storm system as well. Less than 1/10 of an inch of water for the valleys, for the Basin, for the Foothills, between 1/10 to 1/4 for the Blues, between 1/2 to 3/4 for the Cascades. So overall, drier for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but then there's another storm system we're tracking into Sunday. It's too early to make heads or tails of that one. And then in terms of temperatures, surging way up for Wednesday, but that's a little anomaly as we'll start to trend cooler again after that. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Leftover showers for Wednesday, dry and overcast Thursday and Friday. Wet weather picks up again this weekend. For Yakima, a 50-50 shot of showers left over for Wednesday, mostly dry for Thursday and Friday, and showers creep back into the picture Saturday and especially Sunday. For Ellensburg, breezy with showers likely Wednesday, few showers for Thursday through Saturday, turning wetter by Sunday. In Hermiston, much drier by Wednesday, dry, cold, and overcast Thursday and Friday, trending wetter again this weekend. And then for Walla Walla, breezy with showers likely Wednesday, mostly dry Thursday through Saturday, but the wet weather ramps back up by Sunday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 5:50. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour. We're going to start off with the top 5 local stories you need to know this morning. KPD officers were called to a standoff on Friday at the 2800 block of South Hartford. This was for reports of an order protection violation. Officers say the victim was safe, but the man refused to come out of the home for hours, which caused many other agencies to respond, including Tri-City Regional SWAT and the Richland Bomb Squad. It was 4 hours before the man finally surrendered. He was taken to jail, and this is still an ongoing investigation. The Hanford Guard Union and Hanford Mission Integration Solutions have stalled for the time being. Hanford patrol workers were locked out of HMIS the day before Thanksgiving, and since then, negotiations have been ongoing. But a union representative tells us they expect to get back to negotiations in a few weeks. Amazon has opened its newest delivery station in Yakima. It will support package delivery services for customers in the Yakima Valley and surrounding communities. The facility is located at 501 Keys Road. It's now fully operational, and it will create many jobs. The Kennewick School District's current superintendent, Dr. Tracy Pierce, is set to retire on June 30th. KSD is currently looking for her replacement, and the board of directors will be conducting preliminary interviews January 28th through the 30th. They're asking the community to help with this and looking for individuals to take part in a panel where they'll observe the interviews and then provide feedback to the board. They're looking for 10 community members, 10 staff members, and 3 community partner organizations, and you must be able to attend all nights of the interviews from 5 to 9 p.m. The Tri-City Water Follies announces it will be hosting the legendary APBA Gold Cup for its 60th anniversary. Next year will also feature the F-16 Viper demo team for the Over the River Air Show, as well as the Gold Cup race. STCU is the sponsor for this, but other sponsorships are still available. Now to your national headlines this morning. The list of states with mysterious drone sightings has expanded. It now includes New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and Virginia. State and local police are trying to investigate the aircrafts, but they don't have the authority to counter them. But that could change under proposed legislation. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he's going to co-sponsor legislation that gives local law enforcement more tools for drone detection. A former OpenAI employee and whistleblower has been found dead in his San Francisco home. Officers were called to the home of Sudhir Balaji to perform a well-being check. Investigators say there's no evidence of foul play, and it was determined as suicide by police. Balaji was an AI researcher at OpenAI and left the company in August. In October, he alleged that OpenAI had violated U.S. copyright law while developing ChatGPT. A day before his death, Balaji was named in a copyright lawsuit. In your business news, the CEO of OpenAI is the latest to donate to Trump's inauguration fund. A company spokesperson says it's a personal donation. Altman is not the only one, as Meta's Mark Zuckerberg and Amazon's Jeff Bezos each announced similar million-dollar donations last week. Another legal setback for TikTok as it tries to avoid a ban in the U.S. A federal appeals court denied TikTok's bid to temporarily block a law that's set to take effect next month. The law would ban the app in the U.S. if it's not sold to a new non-Chinese owner. As it stands, the ban is set to take effect January 19th. In your health headlines, more than 230,000 bottles of antidepressants are being recalled as it contains levels of a chemical that pose a cancer risk. The medication, duloxetine, was voluntarily recalled last month, but now the FDA has classified it under its second most severe risk level. That means it could cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences. The 2025 Dietary Advisory Committee released its new scientific guidance for nutrition, and beans and their legume cousins, peas and lentils, have moved to the top of the protein list, while meat, including lean meat, moved to the bottom. Researchers say beans have fiber and less saturated fat, and beans are also better for the planet. And the committee says a healthy diet should be higher in vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, whole grains, fish, and other seafood. President-elect Donald Trump and Vice President-elect Vance were spotted at the Army-Navy game on Saturday, and the game took place for the 125th time at the Washington Commanders' home field in Maryland. It's the 5th time that Trump has attended the game. Daniel Penny, the former Marine who was charged but acquitted in killing a homeless man in New York, was at the game with Trump and Vance, along with Trump's pick of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The Navy ended up winning the game 31-13. Trending this morning, a popular Japanese sake brand could soon sell a drink that's worth 6 figures.
You think that's worth it?
Nope.
You think any drink is worth 6 figures? Well, Asahi Shuzo is planning to blast sake ingredients into space to ferment a very special brew from the International Space Station. If it works, the company plans to sell the 100 milliliter bottle for $653,000.
But the brewer isn't sure what will happen in space. The difference in gravity could affect the fermentation process.
He hopes the project could eventually help them create sake or other fermented food on the moon. The company is still developing space brewing equipment.
It plans to launch the ingredients in 2025. Nothing could ever be worth that much for a drink.
I'd say it'd pair quite well with that $5 million banana or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, there you go. Just the banana and the sake, there you go.
Nice pairing.
Perfect, you know, breakfast of champions.
Definitely.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, an update on Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO. He now has a high-powered attorney in New York, and we have those details and more coming up in your 6 o'clock hour. And Josh, what are you tracking for us?
We are tracking rain and snow this morning. This is supposed to be a look at the Yakima Valley, but low-lying clouds are blocking off that view. But I'll show you where rain and snow is this morning, coming up at 6.